Hey kids, in this episode we take a look at Poseidon scuba gear. In this case we're going to be looking at a very cool piece of equipment. This is a rebreather. This is kind of a scuba gear that you can put on and go scuba diving with that doesn't make bubbles. And there's a lot of advantages as a cinematographer for that, and that I can videotape stuff underwater and not make a bunch of bubbles, which tends to scare fish. It also messes with your flotation a little bit because it doesn't give you that rise and fall that normal scuba gear does. So rebreather is something very definitely on the hit list, something I'd like to acquire because it would improve the quality of my videos. But anyhow, let's take a look at Poseidon's rebreather equipment. Now again, this is a blast from the past. This is from Travelers in Paradise episode. So this was filmed about 5 or 6 years ago, but still, it's excellent equipment and I think you'll enjoy it. So here's the video. So we're here with Jerry from Poseidon at the Denver Dive Show. And Jerry, I understand you got a new product here, a new rebreather. Tell me about that.
We have the world's first ever fully electronic automatic rebreather that's made specifically for the recreational scuba diver. This rebreather can be used by anybody that dives. Anybody that's certified scuba diver can, in a weekend of training, become a rebreather diver.
So I understand that if you're an open water certified diver, all you have to do is take a nitrox course and the rebreather course, and you can do that in a weekend.
Exactly.
Cool. Well, tell me about this unit, because this is a pretty involved, high-tech looking piece of equipment.
Right. If you could, we'll turn it around. You can see this is the heart of the unit. This is where the CO2 scrubber is housed. We call this the housing for the CO2 scrubber. This is the electronics module, or the brains of the unit. The gas box, everything is right here. Poseidon Extreme regulators. You notice on this rebreather there's not a hard shell cover. The reason is because when you travel, all you have to bring is this.
You can put any size cylinder on here
you want. You just tell the computer what size the cylinder is, so you don't have to travel with your cylinders. You're traveling with about 10 pounds instead of 40 or 50 pounds.
Wow.
This unit, cool. Fully rigged up, full of gas and ready to dive with aluminum 19s on it, or 3-liter cylinders, weighs 32 pounds.
Now what's involved with refilling it? What do you got to do? Because I know regular scuba, you got to go get your air bottles refilled.
Exactly.
So what do you do here?
The oxygen cylinder and the diluent, which for the diluent for recreational scuba divers we use is air. You just fill this up at any air station to 3,000 PSI like a regular scuba bottle. Okay. The oxygen bottle goes to 2,000 PSI, which can be done at any dive shop, any resort in the world that mixes nitrox.
So this is ambient air and this is pure O2.
That's it.
Okay.
The scrubber is soda lime. It's made by Molecular in the UK, specifically for us. It's a pre-packed cartridge. When this bottle is empty, the scrubber is full. So you change, when you fill this bottle up, you put a new scrubber in it. And it's a pre-packed cartridge, you just plug it in.
Really?
There's no mixing, there's no chance of mistake. We eliminated the tunneling effect, which is common with people that fill their own scrubber housings. Very safe. Going back to the front, counter lungs. And then here, we have a hybrid or modified version of our Extreme second stage built into this mouthpiece.
Okay.
We flip this lever, we're in closed circuit. We have a heads-up display right here that has lights in it. It also has a vibrating motor in it. If there's something wrong with the system, this mouthpiece will start vibrating and a light will go off. It'll tell you to look at your display.
Okay.
The display has an alert panel. It tells you what's going on with the unit. If it tells you there's something wrong with it, you just simply go into open circuit and bail out.
And now you're breathing right off,
breathing
right
off
the
your
air.
diluent bottle. And you just go to the circuit. You go to the surface on open circuit, just like you would if you were on regular scuba and you had a problem.
And it's just a simple matter of just flipping that lever. That's
closed circuit, open circuit.
Cool.
That's simple.
Now this is your Cislunar Mark 6 model. What's the advantages of using this style as opposed to traditional scuba equipment? What's the advantages of a rebreather?
The biggest advantage to rebreathers is it's silent. There's no sound, and there is no bubbles. You can
no bubbles.
Most marine life, especially the larger marine life, have a real fear of bubbles because there's a couple of apex predators out there that use bubbles for an attack mechanism. They'll use a bubble shield and herd fish into a
dolphins and sailfish and stuff do that.
Dolphins do it.
Yep.
Killer whales do it.
Yep.
So pretty much anything that's blowing bubbles is an apex predator for most of the marine
So by
life.
being bubbleless, if you will, you're a whole lot more stealthy. You can get a whole lot closer.
Breathing is totally different because you have an inhalation lung and an exhalation lung. The process of breathing underwater is no different than breathing on the surface.
Okay.
Because you're breathing from ambient pressure. You're inhaling from ambient pressure and you're exhaling into ambient pressure. So it's the same as breathing right here. In fact, it's so easy to breathe through this unit that sometimes you forget that you are breathing. And you'll shake yourself and say, wow, am I breathing? Oh yeah, I'm okay.
Well, now, how does this affect your buoyancy and stuff? How is this different diving as opposed to regular weight system?
Well, one of the real beauties about a system like this is that once you're at a certain level, whether you have a buoyancy compensator on, you never exchange gas. So the volume of gas inside the loop, which your lungs become part of that loop, stays the same.
Okay.
So inhalation and exhalation do not affect your vertical movement through the water column.
Right.
You just stay at one spot.
Okay, so you're not getting the lift and drop like you would when you normally...
None whatsoever. Buoyancy control is absolutely at its peak.
So if I take a real deep breath, I'm not going to start floating up. If I exhale, I'm not going to go down.
You're not going anywhere.
Do you find that difficult to kind of get accustomed to that?
I find it extremely entertaining on the first couple of dives.
Oh, do you? Yeah, I imagine it would be.
Real experienced scuba divers that really have the vertical movement down through their inhalation and exhalation.
Right.
They do a lot of crashing and burning.
I imagine I would. Yeah, I'd be taking a deep breath going, why aren't I going up?
Right.
You know?
It's humbling for the first 2 or 3 dives.
So Jerry, if somebody wanted to become certified to how to use the Mark 6 here, how do they go about doing that?
It's real simple. You just find a local dealer going through Poseidon.com. You should be able to find a dealer in your area, get an instructor, and pick up your unit and go do the course. It's that simple.
Sounds like a plan. Good deal. Well, Jerry, thank you very much. Appreciate your time, and I think I'm going to have to get certified in rebreather now.
Oh, you got to try it out.
Well, there you have it, the Poseidon Rebreather. What do you think of that? Isn't that a pretty cool piece of equipment? Anyhow, we're going to have more videos like this in the future. If you like this kind of thing, please do like and subscribe. We'll catch you later. Thanks, guys.